Okay, a bit of background noise. Got the washing machine on. This is the latest spring that I've printed. And I'm quite pleased it hasn't got that ridge on it, wherever it was. That ridge, which is where the spring is breaking and kinking. That ridge appears on all of these. See that? Can't see it's clearly white on white, but yeah, it's just there. Just there. And on this one, which I sliced using the slicer that came with the printer. And if you've no idea what I'm talking about, it's the thing that converts the STL file to the data file that the printer reads. The one that came with the printer is a cut down version of the proper Cura file app. It doesn't have as many features, and originally I used it all the time, but then I have switched over to using Cura. But to try and get around this problem, I thought I'd go back to the original or the old slicer, and it does seem to have cured the problem. It's not there. It's a little bit messier on the inside. Well, maybe not, because I've already cleaned it up a little bit. Anyway, we want to put that in there. I've done some modifications to the car, and I'm going to do a few more. One problem is if I do need to change the spring, you need to get that shaft out. And to get that shaft out, you have to take the car apart completely, because the shaft is captive between the two sides of the car. So I've actually drilled a hole through now, so I can actually get hold of that. And pull that out, because we need to pull that out because I have to release the spring. This one you could pull out that side anyway, so that's not a problem. Just dropped off there. I have put a little washer between that gear and that side of the car to stop it rubbing against the bodywork, and I'm planning to put washers on the inside of the wheels as well to stop them rubbing against the bodywork. All little things to try and improve it, because if that's rubbing against the bodywork, it jams right up. You actually need it to be free. So, spring out the way. That's the new ratchet that I reprinted because I broke the old one. So that goes in there. New spring. I haven't actually checked whether I need to clean that out to get that through. Right, so that goes on there, and then that one, and then one of them. Okay. And then that goes through there. One of them. Another one of them. And then I've got to get that washer in there, which is a bit fiddly. Right, that's in position. So we've got spring. put that little bit of blue tack on there just to make sure that doesn't pop out. I say we're still going to do some more modifications with a couple of extra washers. But we will see if that's going to run. Oh! Escaped from me. Well, I have to admit, this is another disappointment. That new spring seems to be weaker than the others. Done all these modifications to try and improve the friction losses, and yet that spring, as I say, doesn't seem to be working as well as the other ones. Probably something to do with the way that the slicer generates the file. But if I put this on the ground, it doesn't go any distance at all. And as you can see, it's all lovely and free flowing. I'll put it on the floor just to demonstrate that this is really disappointing. I thought having increased the width of the spring, I'd have increased its strength. And there's still plenty of play there, it's not being crushed in there and can't unwind. Yeah, I'm just not getting the distance. Very disappointing. No, even with a bit of a push, we're not getting anywhere. So, we're going to have to print another spring. Now, well, that is disappointing. All the extra little trimming bits I've done, and we're getting less distance than when we started. And we're out of focus. Right, there we go. Okay, well, we'll try a different spring, maybe a different material or a different colour. The colour isn't relevant, it just means that I know it's a different spring. Well, these are the spacers that I want to keep the wheels away from the bodywork. That spacer is to reposition one of the gears on the inside. And then these are the small gears that I've just added a bit of a lip on one side to try and keep that away from the side of the bodywork. You see that one's got the elephant's foot where it's spread a bit at the bottom, and that one I designed with a chamfer on it to avoid that. Still not perfect. Well, we'll see if that makes any difference, but I'm going to have to print a new spring anyway. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.